last night, UFC Vegas 43, Vieira versus Miesha Tate. Will, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun fight. Nothing too crazy. I mean, this card, let's be honest, compared to the last card where it was like 9 out of the 11 fights were finishes, I think this one was like 10 out of the 11 fights were decisions. Um,
A little bit
but
different from last week.
yeah, some would say the opposite. Um,
Some would.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to talk shit about decisions, right? Some of the best fights in the history of the sport are a decision. There doesn't always have to be a finish. This was a competitive fight. It was fun to watch, especially the second round. I thought like halfway through the second round, they started like really getting after it, and I was like, oh, this fight's turning into something else, and it never really got back to that.
Mhm.
But it was fun. It kind of went how I expected it to, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that when you have somebody like the lioness, right, as champion,
Yeah, yeah.
and she says, "Hey, I'm gonna be retiring here pretty soon." You got something like
Hmm.
Miesha Tate that's in the background going like, "Oh yeah, that's what I've
Yeah,
been waiting to hear. Let me get back in this. Let me go ahead
yeah.
and see if I can work my way back up." Um, and I really think that that's what Miesha Tate was kind of thinking.
I think that's still what
And
she's thinking.
yeah. The only thing is that you have new fighters in the division that are killers as well, snipers,
Yeah,
like a Ketlen Vieira. And last night might have been a wake up call for Miesha Tate. It's still going to be
yeah,
pretty hard. It's still going to be pretty hard to
yeah.
hold that belt.
Definitely.
And Miesha wasn't a long reigning champion.
No.
She did choke out Holly Holm for the title. But
Hmm.
leading up to her catching Holly in that rear naked choke, I feel like Holly was taking that fight.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what made that fight so crazy is that Holly was pretty much dominating the entire fight up until that moment. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest though. Two judges had Misha winning the third and the fourth. This was not. If you look at the damage at the end of the fight, it kind of paints a different picture than what the fight actually was round by round.
Mhm.
Um, like I saw a few people being like, how could it be this close? Like, look at the two of them. It's like, this is not a toss up. Kind of was a toss up. I mean,
The
it
rounds were
was
pretty
three,
close.
they were close. They were close. So I think Misha, she still has a shot. I don't think anybody in this division is gonna like steamroll her. At least yet. Um, it's just a
Yeah.
setback. It's a
The
setback.
thing I had to
What
remind
this did?
myself of though is that this was the seventh ranked Ketlen Vieira, right? But
Yeah, but
ahead of Vieira, you have Yana Kunitskaya. I could see Misha beating Yana Kunitskaya. You have
yes,
Aspen Ladd. I could see Misha beating
yep,
Aspen Ladd. Juliana Pena. You know how I feel about her. That's the
yeah.
dark horse of the division, right? I don't think she beats a Juliana Pena.
Hmm.
Irene Alana. I
Hmm.
don't think she wins that. I don't think she beats Holly Holm.
I think she can beat Aldana.
You think so?
Stylistically, I think she can close the distance and grapple her.
And
I don't think she.
I was
I would.
surprised she didn't go to what she knows best and
She
trying to
tried a
grapple a
few
little bit more.
times. She tried a few times. She was timing the leg kicks really well and shooting on the leg kicks. Um, she just couldn't get it down. The game's different. The takedown defense is different now.
Hmm.
Um, when let's be honest, when Misha was fighting in like her prime in her title run, the level of competition was not what it is right now.
Yeah.
So like the skills have all elevated. So
And I think
um,
that's when she did do the best is when she had Ketlin up against the cage and
oh,
was throwing
definitely.
those. She had her head up against her chin, pressing against her chin in the perfect position, and just smacking her with the right hand.
Hmm.
That's when she was doing her best work.
Yeah. And you could tell for me, like watching this fight, all I was thinking was kind of like neither of these girls are ready for Nunes. You
Oh
know,
no,
Like, not even it's not even close
you know who is
because
Juliana Pena.
because
I'm just
Misha was
sticking by that.
landing. Yeah, Misha was landing that 1-2 right, that overhand right, and then she'd duck out on the other side and duck back under. Um, but it like wasn't even phasing her. They were big shots. I think probably as big as Misha can give, and really nothing was happening from them.
Nope.
Um, and kind of vice versa. You know, Ketlen Vieira was landing that uppercut. She was landing some pretty decent size, decent hooks. Miesha was never even wobbled.
I mean,
You know?
I think there was a couple times where Miesha looked stunned, at least, where she was like, "Oh, let me back up real quick. Like, let me not eat two of these in a row."
Yeah, she was stopped in her tracks a couple times, but she was never rocked. You know,
No.
whereas
Hey,
those same shots, if Amanda lands her overhand right, if Amanda lands her uppercut,
lights out.
she's putting people out.
Yep.
It's just
Rich,
it's so different.
if you can start with the pictures again, just go through them real quickly. By the way, everybody, Richard Casual, our producer in the background. I forgot to give him a little shout out in the beginning. You know, we love you, Rich. But if you could put the pictures up real quick, Rich. Next one, and you'll see here. Okay, Miesha doing a good job closing the distance, but then boom, right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. Boom, another right hand for Vieira.
Yeah.
Next one, another right hand. Dude, that right hand
Yeah.
the entire night was there for Ketlen Vieira. And you'll notice here, Miesha going in with the left. So that's what she was doing. She was blitzing quite a bit with her left to kind of close the distance and then trying to come in with the right
That was
after.
her rangefinder. Yeah.
That was her rangefinder. But similar to last week, when you keep on going back to the well over and over and over again with the exact same move, guess what? A 7th-ranked fighter in your division is probably going to be able to make that read and start countering with that right. But that right was there all day and you could tell because the severe damage was on the left side of Miesha Tate's face. You know,
by the end of it, she was wearing it.
Oh, dude, she was really wearing it. She started looking like Chris Cyborg there in the 4th, 5th round. No disrespect, but there's one where she was up against the cage and they zoom in on her. I was like, oh man, she really looks like Cyborg right now. You know,
but yeah, and not skill wise.
No, absolutely not. But no, yeah, it was a fun fight. You know, I think it was a lot closer than some people thought, but I do think that the more significant shots were landed by Ketlen Vieira.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just, I mean, if you're judging the fight as a whole, there's no question, right? It's just when you start looking at like round by round scoring and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, Miesha definitely took 2. I don't think she took 3 by any means, but it was a 3-2. It's not like Vieira like wiped the floor with her, you know?
Yeah. How did you feel about the amount of respect Vieira was showing Miesha at the end?
Yeah, it was cool because I mean,
she's a pioneer, man. One of the pioneers.
Miesha helped build women's MMA.
She did. And when she was walking out, she ran into Miesha Tate's mom outside too.
Yeah.
You know, and you could tell there was a language barrier. And so like Miesha Tate's mom was like, Miesha's mama.
Yeah.
You know, like dude, she's
from Washington, just
yeah. So funny.
How about Vieira's walkout though, dude? Pretty sick. She's out there singing, taking her time. She comes in when Bruce Buffer's like announcing her. She's like face to face, like screaming. I was like, damn.
Intense.
Yeah.
Intense.
Very cool.
No, yeah, it was a fun fight. Props for Vieira. Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.